Namaste to everyone. Welcome. Sabhamadhyapakam natva shibire Sharada Lipi agatanam sarvesham swagatam vyaharamyaham. Let me just share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. So let me start with that. Gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasrinam gurave na guroh paramam shivasmi guroh matirasti guroh mama pahi guroh. Tamesham swagatam. Let me just give a quick introduction about Sharada Lipi. In detail, you will know from Rakesh ji. Swagatam to Rakesh ji, Swagatam to Veronica ji, and thanks a lot from the whole Vyoma team for accepting this invite to conduct the classes. We are very happy with all the participants who have shown their lot of interest to join these sessions. And I wish all the best for everyone. And when you'll go out, you'll be very happy because we had a previous session of Sharada Lipi, same thing in the level 1, and there was a wonderful response from all the students. They were fulfilled more than like learning the Lipi. It was more a internal happiness experience of connecting with our heritage and literature, language and literature. So now this is a very ancient script. It goes back to somewhere around 9th century AD, and a lot of manuscripts are found in this Lipi. One is Sanskrit is represented through the Sharada Lipi, and then Kashmiri also. So this is how the Lipi looks. If you can just find out, it is like Devanagari, Nandinagari, all these came later, but Sharada script is a very old one. We used to write Sanskrit only. The language which the Lipi writes is Sanskrit and Kashmiri, but it is called Sharada because of the area where it started to appear. So that is. So now we will, the more detailed thing will come from Rakesh. So now we'll see how these sessions are going to happen. We'll see the steps of learning. The first step will be seeing how to write the script that Rakesh ji will show on the screen with the help of paintbrush. He uses good techniques to show how to write the letter. So you'll have a very live experience, not just looking it on a book as something stagnate. That will be moving, and you know how to write, which direction to move your pen. So everything will be very clearly told. Second step is getting the doubts cleared. You can ask questions in the way of 2 ways. During the session, you can use the questions that I will show how to put. So in the chat, through the chat, you can type your questions and ask, which will be cleared right at the end of the session. Every session will have one homework. Like today, we don't have homework. One homework session in the beginning, 15 minutes, and then session, total learning session. After that, a question session. So in the question sessions, your doubt will be cleared. The third step is you will practice the writing. Whatever you have learned in this 1.5 hour session, after closing, you will just sit and practice those letters. You will try to write and collect all your doubts again. For the next session, you can ask them. And you have to submit the scripts. How to submit the scripts is, one person will write, each person will write on a paper and take a photograph of it or scan it and then upload to the drive folder. The drive folder will be given to you on the course page. Every information will be on the course page. I will show you the link of the course page a little bit later. So there the drive folder should be used for uploading your scripts. And before uploading, please make sure that you have renamed the image with your name. and not with like a general machine generated name like some image number so and all that. So please make sure that your name is clearly written. Your registration name should be used for naming the slides. And thank you so much for that cooperation, first of all, because last time many images came unnamed and Rakesh ji had to face a lot of problems, and their team also, their whole team had to face many problems. So this is a special request from us to please make sure that you are renaming the slide before sending for the assignment or assessment or any process. So please make sure. Then the fifth step is getting them checked. We have a wonderful Sharada team with us. So there are many dedicated people who are ready to teach you, ready to show you what wrong you have made in writing. It's almost like a school KG teachers. They really handle with a lot of patience. I have seen them in the last sessions, so that you can get checked in the beginning of every session. So in the starting also, please don't miss the sessions that some homework is being checked, what to do with me. Don't think like that. Please attend that part of the session also, so that you also, that what every homework may not be checked, but the common general mistakes which all the people are making, they will make a statistical kind of this thing, and they will show the most important ones and most repeated ones on the screen. So please don't think that my homework is not checked. So what is told for one person holds true for all the others who have made that mistake. Then the sixth step is course and assessment. We have an assessment at the end of the course, which will be told in the end towards last class. We will see how the assessment will go, and then explain you everything. Everything will be told to you beforehand in the webinar. Then the seventh step is certificate. So that completes your course. What happens is just you attend the course and expect a certificate. That is not possible. For attending, we don't have any certificate. So that is to make clear that only the assessment, the examination will be done, and then only the certificate will be given. Okay, so these are the steps of learning, and I'll quickly give the webinar guidelines. You are using GoToWebinar. So how the things will be moving. So it's for the newcomers. So those who have already attended some sessions of Vyoma may be very much acquainted with these activities. But those who do not know, for them, I'm just trying to quickly put the instructions. So reminder, as you would have already realized, you should have all got in your mails. There will be a reminder email before every class. You will receive 2 reminders. One is exactly 24 hours before the class. That is, we have the class at 10:30 AM on Saturday. So 10:30 AM on Friday, you will receive the first reminder mail. And then 1 hour before the session. That is, you must have received one more this thing before 9:30. Okay, at 9:30 AM, you must have got the reminder email. So these are 2 things. Here, one important thing is, the GoToWebinar has 2 standards of sending the timings. Please don't be confused. We got some mails regarding that. So the time will be mentioned in GMT there. So Greenwich Meridian time. So please don't follow that time. The time will be this Indian Standard Time only. So please don't think that it is 5:30 AM. Then please read that GMT. It's not for us. But that reminder will come before 1 hour according to our Indian Standard Time only, or wherever you are located. Like according to your time zone, the machine, the automated reminder mail will come. Okay. So this is our, the timings will not change in this usually. Not until the sessions are complete, we will go to the same time. So there will be no doubt regarding that. Then you can use that join link in that webinar. Join from the GoToWebinar mail. There will be one join link. So you can click it and just enter the webinar. Then there are devices which you can use GoToWebinar on are PC, Android, and iOS. Everywhere it is available. So you can just use that app, or you can just go to Play Store also, and through your smartphones or Android, whatever technology we have got, whatever devices we have got, So you can just go to the, for example, Apple Play Store will be different and Google Play Store will be different. So they from their stores, Apple Store, from that you can get the installer. Otherwise, this will automatically get installed in your system. So there, from there you can use. Then please use headphones with mic for a better experience, because outside your speaker should be strong enough to give you good quality of hearing, because it's very important to hear. So please, this is recommended from our side. So please make sure. Then how to interact. So this is a very important thing. So please don't think that this is going to be a passive session where only the teacher is speaking and we are listening. No, this is interactive. Yes, but the way of interaction is different. All attendees are muted by default in this tool itself to avoid disturbances, to avoid some other, because if you are all unmute, yes, we would really love to interact with the people directly, but it is not practically possible to handle all the attendees at once, or even unmute them, because there will be connection issues and all. So please don't mind this thing. So you still have opportunities to interact. If you have a question, there is a pane called questions. Okay, questions pane is there in the go to webinar option. Then you can type a question to the staff and just we are able to see whatever you type there. So we can see in the questions this thing. And then how to type question. Here there is an option, type a question to the staff. Here you can type it and just press enter, it will reach us. Then if you are using a mobile device, that will be here. Okay, so this will help you to reach us through your questions. Then when connection issues happen, please make sure that you log off and log in once again. If you are able to, sometimes the video suddenly stops, sometimes you are unable to hear us. Then one good thing is to just use the log off option. That is the only way where you can put off all kinds of disturbances. Okay, so maybe the screen stops suddenly, so it will be like until it is not from our end. Sometimes Rakeshji might have some difficulty, sometimes the presenters might have some problem, but they are very rare. Mostly it is from our end. So please switch off all other apps that are using internet on your device before coming to the class. Because that's very important. Internet consumption has grown in this COVID situation, so it might affect the class sessions running smoothly. So everyone, before attending this session, make sure that all the other apps that are using internet are just closed off. Okay. Then the current the maximum limit is 500 members in this webinar. So if somebody is unable to log in, then please write to us. We'll make all the lessons available. So this is the next thing. The all course materials are regularly uploaded. This is a weekly session. So after, please give us some time period before we can upload the lessons. So the address here, whatever you see, the Sharada Lipi weekend batch, or you can just go to Sanskrit from home and type Sharada in the search panel. You will reach this page, and then you can just scroll down. After now we will have no lessons there. You cannot see lessons there, but there will be after the upload. You can see, click here to access the lessons, but you should be logged in. Login or sign in should be done before you can access them. Okay, so this everything will be available. You will not miss anything. The handouts given here, the presentations, the videos, links, everything will be there for you. sanskritfromhome.in. I repeat, sanskritfromhome.in. Okay, only the first time you will have to click on the take this course button, which most of you should have already done. If you click on this take this course, then it will turn blue and become unsubscribed. Then it means that you are already a part of this webinar sessions. So you'll be receiving the reminder emails and everything will be automated. It is an automated process. You need not worry about it. So then the below the course description, there will be lessons. So it just then the last but not the least, if you have any questions and any doubts, you can always write to us at sanskritfromhome@vyomalabs.in. sanskritfromhome@vyomalabs.in. So all your queries will be, apart from these sessions, if you have any questions while writing, while practicing, while any kind of stage you get questions, you can just drop a mail at this email ID. So with this, thanks a lot and all the best to all of you. A happy learning to you. Hope you'll all enjoy these sessions. Thanks to Rakesh ji and Sharada team, Veronica ji, Nidhi ji, everybody, with all our humble good feelings and Shraddha. We are really happy to be collaborated with this team, and they are wonderful people. They are very selfless people and working for a great cause. So hope you all will have a great, wonderful time, not just a teaching session, because I have seen in the last sessions that learning Sharada Lipi is a very divine experience. It's not just any laukika, like physical worldly experience, and people have, I mean, agreed to that point. They have also expressed their special, some kind of inner happiness, which you cannot say just you have learned some Roman script, some Latin, some other script. So it is not like that. It's a very prachina, and name is Sharada, that means Saraswati. So directly the goddess of knowledge, we are going to associate with her, and to the long past, with that we will be communicating with our ancestors, kind of feelings will come. So please be ready for such wonderful experiences. Please be open to the class. Please attend regularly. Shraddha is the only fees. These are all free classes. Like, free means it's not about money. It's about your Shraddha. It's about your commitment to learn. So wish you all the best. And with this, I close. Thank you so much. I'll make you presenter, Rakesh ji. 1 second. Yeah. I think you're able to see your controls have come.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're audible.
Okay, sure. So before I start, what we will do, I think, okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So just to begin with, we will recite the shloka from Panchastavi. This is a very important text for us in Kashmiri. We recite, every Hindu families we recite this, and I will just recite the first shloka before I begin. Om Indrasev Sharasana Sidadati Madde Lalatam Prabham Shoklim Kati Manushna Gauravishra Syatanvati Sarvatha Esha Sautrapura Hrididiturivo Shnasho Sada Sastita Chindanaha Sahasa Padaestibirgam Jyotirvayi Magmayi. Thanks, everybody. I will just so welcome everybody to a webinar session of Sharada Lipi. I think this is the second webinar what we are doing, and the reason we are doing it because there was a lot of interest when we did the first webinar. Almost we had 700 students, and after that we got so many emails, so many messages we got that we need to, many new students who missed it that time wanted to join, and we kept it weekly one class of the reason because there are, even though the last webinar also was during lockdown, but now people have started working, some people are going to office, so we will have this sessions one in a week. And also I think this is good for all of the students because it will give you a practice for 1 week, 7 days to do your homeworks, to read or to redo all these what we are going in this video. Everything you can watch it offline. We will also send all the training materials to you, all the related materials, whatever we teach here. In addition to that, there will be many reference documents which we will share. But before I start the Sharada Lipi class, I think it is important that I will give a little introduction about Sharada Lipi and also the team, what we do as part of Core Sharada team, and what is our goal, why are we doing that. So this is just a picture of Ma Sharda, and this is where basically almost 3rd century BC we have got the traces about the Sharda Lipi in Kashmir. It was predominantly whatever in Sharda we have predominantly we used to. It is a lipi. So I think first point, I think there is many people ask this question, so I will have to correct it. It is a lipi, and Sanskrit was the bhasha, or sometimes even the native Kashmiri was also the bhasha at the later point of times. So, but whatever manuscripts we have seen and whatever we have worked, those are predominantly more than 90% of are the Sanskrit, and then after that there are few local Kashmiri lipis also. So why Sharda Lipi is important? I think this is important for to know the students. Why should we learn Sharda? It was unique identity of Kashmiri Pandits, especially in Kashmir. And many scripts like Gurumukhi, Takri, or Siddham, which basically are used by Buddhists, I think they evolved from the Sharda Lipi. But unfortunately, because of so many reasons in Kashmir, that this Lipi got uh, looked or whatever. I think it is not existing now. People had forgotten it to use it, and it was not in the use. And then that's where now if I also see the history, I think right now there are almost 40,000, maybe even more than that, the lipi. I do not know how many of these manuscripts are existing, how many of these manuscripts, because many have been destroyed, many have been burned because of foreign invasions or whatever. But whatever is left, I think it is an enormous knowledge. Enormous knowledge is hidden. I think learning Sharda are two aspects of it. One is for it is an identity. As a Kashmiri, I feel it is my identity, and I have to revive it. I do not find any reason scientifically or any reason that it has to be replaced by Devanagari. It is as beautiful as Devanagari. Any lipi, if you take any Indian lipi, every lipis have got their own scientific importances, have got their own relevances. Similar is the importance of Sharda. For me, it is more closer because also when I look at the manuscripts and when I see the amount of work which has been done by my ancestors, by the ancestors in Kashmir, I think that makes me feel more proud of why I am doing it. And also the manuscripts which are available, it is also an ocean to all the academic people, all the scholars who are working on the line of philosophy, science, or any other religion, astrology, astronomy. I think this is an open gate for everybody. I think the Sharda Lipi, I am sure in the coming generation, it will be an ocean of knowledge, which will explode out, which will tell the whole world what Kashmir was all about. What we have done, I think this is important that I just tell you that from course, as part of Core Sharda team, we have almost taught 2,000 students till now. Today we have around 300 students working continuously on daily basis on manuscripts, working on, and what we do, it's not just manuscripts. Our target is also to work on our daily practices so that we can use this lipi. So there are some challenges, but we have been continuing working it, and also I think thanks to Vyoma Labs, I can say I really appreciate our means of learning. Initially, the teaching of Sharda Lipi was through WhatsApp, and WhatsApp, we are almost right now, we have a team of in Core Sharda team, we have a team of around 500 people, but approximately if I take, I think we have 30 to 40 teachers who are dedicatedly working on those things in different platforms in different ways. But what we have found, I think Vyoma Labs gave us a good platform of this webinar, because with this we are able to reach people more better way, and the way we interact with students, the interaction of the assignment submissions, and also the certifications. I think this has given us much better platform. The team has also developed many YouTube videos. We will share all those things. We also publish a quarterly journal which is called Matrika, which is exclusive on Sharada Lipi, even though there are things which people do not uh, cannot read it, but that is our goal. So we want people to read Sharada Lipi as any other Lipi. So this was our last webinar when we did. I think that time we had a great success. That's, I think, again, I am saying, I think really thanks to Vyoma Labs who gave us the platform where we touched almost 700 students, and you will not imagine, I think at the end of the assessment, we had to give the certificates to 300 students. It was a wonderful workshop. I will just run through. This is just our screenshot of the Matrika. All the work done by students, everything students do contribute, writing Sharada, writing greetings in Sharada, publishing articles in Sharada. So this is just a beginning, but I think long way to go. That's the reason we are working on conducting many workshops, many webinars, so that the team grows and then they'll start learning and teaching Sharada Lipi of their own later. So there were few successes we had. This, I think this was also, I think I should also show it here. It was the first time in the history of after independence that Sharada Lipi was recognized somewhere, at least in it came into the union budget. The poem was mentioned, and in fact this work also was done by our team. Left side is the article where they published all the language of India where Sharda was also added. Unfortunately, right now, officially in Kashmir, if you know the currency, whatever currency we have, I think the Kashmiri is represented by Persian. So this is unfortunate part. Even though the Persian does not belong to any person in our country, nobody learns it or nobody owns that lipi as their own, but still Kashmir, like example, 100 rupees, when it says 100 rupiah or 10 rupiah in Kannada or any other language, in Kashmiri it is written in nostalgic, so which is the Persian. Maybe one time will surely come. That is what we are also fighting for, that Sharda has to be recognized as an official language of Jammu and Kashmir. That is, I think that's what is the identity. It also has to be identified, also not only identified, it also has to be acknowledged by our own community people so that they start working and adopting the Sharda Lipi. So if you see here, this is all work by the Sharda team. This is the work done by my guru from whom I learned, Vikas ji. So I learned from this. So whatever you see, this is also from all our team, all the team you see here, the beautiful Lipi. And everybody of you, when you will learn, I think you will also come to the level where you will be able to write it. It is a beautiful script, and whenever we write it, I think it gives us really, as Usha ji has beautifully presented, it is not just a script. I think it is a divine script, because there are many scientific points into that, because Kashmir predominantly, I do not know how many people know, predominantly Kashmir was very much about the Shaivism, which is the Kashmir Shaivism, which is also called the Trika philosophy, and also predominantly Shakti Parampara Shakti worship was predominant in Kashmir. And that whole of that traditions, whole of that knowledge about the rishis, when they have developed this lipi, I think has gone into this lipi. I think there is a much more deeper research to be done on each and every character of this lipi, what we will learn. Again, few more beautiful works, beautiful greetings by the Sharda team. I will not go through. I think this was Bhagavad Gita. Complete Bhagavad Gita was written by our team. Left side is the Shiv Sutras, complete Shiv Sutra, so beautifully written. So I think what goes beyond, as I said, I think national recognition by our own people, the manuscripts as recognized, because what encouraged us more was because while we were teaching Sharda, the more encouragement for us to do more about it, because when we see this lipi lying in the dustbins, carrying enormous knowledge which it can reveal to the whole world. But unfortunately, when we started, there were nobody who were knowing this lipi. I think that is the reason. I think that was a source of inspiration for us, that there is, this is an ocean of knowledge, and unfortunately, there are very, very few people who know this Lipi. I think that's where we came out, and then we have taken this work about teaching this and then to taking it forward from our last webinar, whatever, I think 300 students, what I told, all of them, you will be very happy to know, all of them today are having 5 WhatsApp groups. They work every day, on everyday basis. They work on this Lipi, on different manuscripts. They explore many new things in these manuscripts. So that's what I said. It's an ocean. And at the last, I think this also has to be acknowledged that we will also have to work on Microsoft or Android application where this Lipi can be we can write articles, we can have newspapers, we can write anything in the Sharada Lipi, and I don't see any reason why it should not be done. I will not go more. I think this is how this Lipi is, some screenshot of how the Sharada Lipi is. And there are many manuscripts, so anything, I think just few numbers. This is our email ID. We also have the Twitter account where we publish all our works. The intention is to promote Sharda, so that it has to be recognized. Everybody should at least know this Lipi and then understand the Lipi for their own sake, and also for the enormous knowledge which is hidden into that. I think that is important. I think with this, I think I took enough time. We will just start. I think we will just go ahead with we'll continue our lecture today. Today, what we will do, we will try to cover the vowels. As you know, as I have told, Sharada Lipi, there is no difference in terms of the vowels or consonants. They are all 52 vowels, what is in Devanagari, and the same are mapped in the Sharada Lipi. There is no difference. There is no additional character or additional alphabet in Sharada. It is the same. Just Lipi is different. It is written in a different way. So before I start my class, I think few points for the students to note. Point 1: be very careful on the classes. Take minute things, whatever we will teach. Listen to them carefully, and off late when you are doing practices, try to watch these videos, because at the end of the day we will send you WhatsApp videos. You can listen to those, write of your own in terms of like how we used to do ABCD or like in rows and columns. Write that in that assignment. Save that assignment as JPEG form. Send name. That assignment should be named with your name only. Like suppose there is a name Anuradha, it has to be like anuradha.jpg, and we will also send you the drive link where you have to submit your assignments. You have 1 week for submitting, at least before we start our next class, next weekend. Before that, we expect all of you to submit their assignments. Make sure nobody will submit more than 1 page of their assignment. You can do any rough works at your own end, but whatever you submit as final has to be only 1 page, and do not save it as PDF or doc file or any other format, because it is difficult for us to later check the assignments. So you will have to submit the assignments as .jpg and your name, anil.jpg or anuradha.jpg, anything like that. That is point number 1. Point number 2 is, after you submit assignments, do not worry, we will check assignments, but because sometimes based on our load, also based on our bandwidth, also because there are many things parallelly which we are doing, we may not check everybody's assignment. We will check on the basis of samples only. We will, even though we will try, but our checking will be based on samples. Do not worry. We will next day show you what all the common mistakes everybody has done and what is that correction, how they will correct that. So don't worry about that. We will show that. We will take some samples in the next class, next Saturday when we start. Our classes will start with correcting all those assignments. I think this is the same format which we have done even the last time. We will continue the same thing. We will take all the common mistakes which students have done and also submit it. That's point one. Point two, how do you write? You can keep a notebook. Try to keep a separate notebook for the Sharda so that it is clean. Very important point, try to avoid ballpoint pens. Try to use a pencil. Generally, we always try, if you see here, I am just showing you, there is a video we will show. We use generally the kalam for practicing the Sharda. So we will send this video to you. So if I don't worry about that, but I know because there will be restrictions, everybody will not be able to make this kalam. No, do not worry. If you cannot do that, we will be still okay. But try to use ink pen or try to use a pencil only for your writing. Do not use ball pen. Reason why we are telling, because the ball pen is very rough. It will not help the work what you will do. It may not look neat. We want you to write very beautifully and very neatly and very slowly. Very important, there are very fine differences in some Sharda letters. So whatever we will tell you, I think those things we will highlight in the class. You will have to be attentive, and we will also give an opportunity to ask questions, and you can also email us. But even though sometimes we will not be able to reply you, do not worry. We will try to give a response, but we will, if not, we will take all those questions, and before we start our next class, we will answer your question. Our team will be Nidhi ji and Veronica ji will be working with me. So today I will start the vowels. We will see how much we go. Next class, I think class will be taken by single teacher, either me, our Veronica ji or Nidhi ji. So based on our availabilities and other things, that is how we will do. And because of the teaching, what we will do, I have just chosen this MS Paint because this we found more easy to use and more easy to convey what we are writing. So that is what I will do here. But it is not a you will, but students should not use the same tool when they are practicing. They have to write with physically pen or pencil, whatever we have told, or even kalam. Last class when we had, I think one person made a beautiful kalam by the bamboo in his village, and he also made a beautiful ink from berries. I will see next class if I get that photograph. It was beautifully what he made. I think you can also explore some beautiful tools to do that, but that's not a constraint. It will only help you to, you will be very happy when you see your own handwriting so neat. And it is like, try to just use your calligraphy skills. Even my handwriting is not so good, but I feel still when I write Sharda, it is much better. It's just because we will have to do it patiently. And students, even now today in our core team, in our Sharda team, or even new students, whatever are there, whatever we came from, beautiful. They write really beautiful. There are students who really practice meditation while they write. It is so intense what I have seen students. So take this class uh, as a serious, as Usha ji has already told. Just be committed to this class. We will not extend it 1.5 hours. We will try to wrap up every week, but 1 hour. But we do not know. Maybe there can be some question answers and other things. That's the reason we kept some additional margin. So with this, welcome everybody to class 1 of webinar, second webinar with Vyoma. Today we will do all the vowels, but before we do vowels, I think now we are starting the Sharda. We will have to start with the divine word, which is the Om. I think that is our practice. We always follow that whenever we teach Sharda, we first show them how do we write Om in Sharda. So what we will do here, what I have done here, I have chosen this calligraphy brush 2. for convenience, and first I will show how do we write in Devanagari, right? Everybody knows how Om is written in Devanagari. Right? This is Om in Devanagari. How we write in Sharda. So please be very careful. Here we take this straight line, come down almost 45 degrees angle. This is how we write Om in Sharada Lipi. So I will write again, then I will also give some points, tips, what are the common mistakes or what we do. So take a straight line. We're not lifting the pen. Sorry, because of the mouse movement, sometimes the line gets tilted. I apologize for that. Then bring it till the top, and then from there, you just take this line down. Yeah. So this is how we write Om in uh, Sharda. Uh, just just points, few points here. My video. So point here, I think one is this, do not extend it beyond that. It is almost on the same line. You have to take this line completely till end. Do not take it in between and then put it like this. So it has to go complete end, and from the end you are coming down. If you would have observed, I had not lifted my pen. And this is almost like a 45 degree here. You see this angle is 45 degree, and this is a curve, but do not extend this curve more like this, like beyond this. Like just keep this as a margin, approximate margin. And another point here, this is not exactly like a circle. If you see here, this is like a little curve, right? It is like this, right? And then there is a dot. This dot is just like a dot. If I have to just draw the same Om with a pen, because many people will definitely write with pen only. So it is like this.
Rakesh ji, 1 second. We are the screen has frozen and we can't see you. So have you please check once if the screen is running.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, wow.
It got stuck at one point. The second Om is visible. The Sharada's second Om is visible. After that, it is not moving.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we can see. Yeah. Now the
Oh,
lines
I
are.
see. Oh, okay, okay. So then I will have to just
share it once again. That's all. Yeah.
yeah, perfect. Do you know how do you minimize this window?
We minimize the same
So you
option
can
is.
minimize it. Yeah. Okay. So what I was telling students here, I had not lifted the pen. If you see, I went.
Not yet shown. The screen is not yet shown. The sharing is.
I'll have to see.
Yeah. Now, yes, it is visible now. Yes.
Okay. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
How is it?
Yeah. You
Okay.
please write something. Move the pen. Let me see. The pen
No?
movement is not shown. No, sir. Pen movement is not shown. The live movement is, after you write, it is appearing. So maybe the connection issues, I don't know.
Oh, 1 minute. You can see your screen. Yeah, it says that is okay. Now I think you should be able to see that. Now I think now you are able to see that, right?
No, sir. No.
Now?
No, screen is not shared at all. 1 second.
Oh, really?
I don't know what the problem is. Let me
Rakesh ji, you can try switching off your webcam. Maybe it will start working then.
Yeah, could be. But I have already switched off my camera. Is it on?
Yeah, now it is on. Before it was off.
Okay, now my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Screen is visible. So please write something.
Yes.
Now it is okay.
The movement is not shown, sir.
No, we
Pen
can't
move-
see the pen moving. No.
You are seeing it?
No, sir.
No?
No.
I'm sorry.
Here. Yeah, it is coming now with a delay, I think. You have written with a black ohm, like black pen, you have written ohm.
Yes.
So,
But I'm just looking at why that screen share is not coming. 1 minute. Let me just see.
yes, sir. We can see the mouse pointer moving right now.
Sure. Okay. Now is it visible?
No, sir.
Try moving the pen.
Here, okay.
No, sir. No movement is not shown.
Oh, no. No.
No one can see you. Click here to share your web. No, that's fine. People can see your screen. Click stop sharing.
Actually, it's showing, but there is a lot of delay in the movement of the screen.
Oh, really?
So is there anything else taking the internet connection, sir? Can you switch it off or something?
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. Yes, yes. Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you
Hello?
are audible. Yeah, yes, you are
Okay,
audible.
now is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The movement is also shown. Yes. Thank God. Yeah.
Oh, that I think there was some
Yes,
issue in the connection.
it's showing.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So what I was showing, just let me know, Usha ji, anything is there in between, just please. Otherwise, I'll be just okay.
Yes.
So yeah. So what I was showing here, I went straight and then almost like 45-degree angle. I took a curve here. This curve should not extend more, and then I took completely at the end, and then at that point I draw a straight line. That is how I have drawn. And another point, very important point, what I was telling, that this above bindi, it is not a circle. Do not draw in like a semicircle. It is not like this. If you have seen, it is little tilted, little curved. You see here, it is like this. It is, and the dot, just small dot. And very important point also, students, do not scribble your pen. Like when you are writing, you do not have to just like this and then do it like this, so that's no need. Our intention is to make it more practical. Just draw it very nicely with the pen, whatever tool you use. Just very simple, just this line here. That's it. This is how it is, and this is Om. So I think this was Om. I will just start now with the and before that, is there any question, Veronica ji? Maybe we will just ask questions here. If some question is there, maybe 2 minutes for that.
Yeah, no questions as of now, Rakesh ji.
So what we will do, I think we will just.
Yes, you can move ahead.
So next, we will start with
One question just came.
Okay.
This is why is semicircle written in particular way? The semicircle on the top of Om, why is it written in a particular way?
If you see here, it is just like this. So I think it is just to make it more beautiful. I do not know exactly the reason why it is not like this, but whatever we have seen, this is what we follow the convention. I think it makes this character more beautiful when we draw it like this. It extends to the character. It is not written like this. So do not try to write this. This is the correct way to do that. So we will start with the first character, which is the first. I will just draw how we write in Devanagari. So this everybody knows. This is how is in Devanagari. In Sharada, what we do here, it is little differently. So what we will have to do is like the curve. We call it as a Ganesha's curve. So and then around here you come up around here and then a straight line on above. I will draw again. So this is in Sharda. So I will just draw again, students. Then we will little bit curve. It's like curve and then come up. Then you curve and then come up. Then you come down. I'm trying to be slow for making more understand. This is a round straight line here. Bring it up, come down. If you see carefully, I did not lift my pen, and this round here, and then what I do here, this is so very important points to for students. I think one is one is that this is round. You might have seen. Do not make it a cornered. It is not a corner. I will come to that. I will come to that. This is also round here, and there is a straight line here. So, and this is just a curve. It is just a curve coming upwards, then here, and then making a round here, here, this way, and then a straight line. Maybe this is how it is. Only one cautious here for the students is some students will draw this. This is not correct. Do not make it triangle. It's a round. If you see here, this was also round. This is, if you see here, this is round here. It is not a triangle. So this is incorrect. Also, another point, very important point, do not make it as a straight line like this and then like that. It is not a straight. It is just little curved, just little curved above and then coming down, and then round, and then here, and then round here also, and then a line above that. So this is a. So as I have told you already, I think it was developed by in Kashmir, and Kashmir is about Kashmiri Shaivism. So that's where, like, we say is the Chit Shakti. It is the supreme consciousness of Lord Shiva. Many people may be knowing it, or few people may understand. We have all the 52 characters, which is basically this is called Matrika in Kashmir, and all these characters symbolizes the complete universe, the complete creation of Lord Shiva himself. So this was the I hope what we will do, I will make also, and then we will take the questions. If you have any questions, keep your questions ready so that we will answer those questions. I will just do the art. So we know in Devanagari, it is the similar, just we have one horizontal line after it becomes A. So this is A in Devanagari. So same when we will have to write in Sharda, what we do here, it is one way, it is the same. Just try to draw the same the curve there, and then the round, come little up. Just stop here. Put a line here. In there was a round here. If you remember, there was a round here. But here, what I do in now, I make this. So this is I make this type of figure below this makes it So I will draw it once again. So it is, the first portion is just like this can be little longer. I think for better clarity for students, this can be little longer, so that to make it more explicit, then you bring up, just stop here. You can put a horizontal line above here. This is Shiro Rekha, and then this is in Sharda. Is the Anand Shakti, the blissful Shakti. You know, whenever we are happy, we say this So that is the supreme bliss. It directly, these are all Shuddha Tattvas. All the vowels are Shuddha Tattvas of Kashmiri Shaivism. So from Kashmiri Shaivism point of view, I will not go deep into that. I'm not a scholar, but still, just as an information, just while we are practicing, it is good that we know it. So few points of things students would have observed. What points are there? If you see here, this is a curve that we know. This is a round, I have already told. At this point we stop, and then when U Matra, I started little bit on the left side of it. You see here, there is little echo. So I started little bit from here, and there is a round type of thing, and then it comes up. Do not touch it till here. That is not needed. So if I have to just draw with a small simple pencil how this R comes, I will just do like that. I'll just do like this. I will just come up. It will come more beautiful when you will draw pencil with pen, but because I'm I'll have to draw that again. I stopped here. Okay, this is Shirolekha. And then here. Yeah, Veronica ji, can you just see if there are any questions from students?
Yes, there are a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah, so there is one question: is the semicircle above? I think they're talking about the Om. Is the semicircle above separated from the Shirorekha in Om?
Okay. Yes, the
And
semicircle should not touch the Shirolekha. If this is the Shirolekha, the semicircle is not touching that. Yes, it is not. It is not like this. This is wrong. This is correct. Next question. Any more questions?
yeah, there are a lot of questions about the Shirorekha. They're asking if the top line, the Shirorekha, is added similarly how we add the Shirorekha in Devanagari.
Yes,
Is
absolutely.
it mandatory for all the alphabets?
That is correct. Wherever we will show the Shirorekha, it has to be added. Generally, as a practice, we always add the Shirorekha at the end. That is correct.
And there is one more question. I'm not sure about which alphabet. Is it so that there is less space in the upper curve and more space in the lower curve? I think they're asking about a letter. We are not understanding this question. Less space in upper curve and more space in lower curve. We're not able to understand the question. Would you please rephrase your question?
Maybe their point, what I think the point was about this curve, what we are doing. Yes, this curve is little smaller, but when I draw A or A, the upper curve is much larger, and when I come down, this is small. Yes, this round is very small. If that was the question, if I have understood it, this round was much smaller than the above one.
Okay, if we have been able to understand the question, then I think we can move ahead.
Okay, any further questions? No.
Yeah, there are. Somebody is asking that if the circle at the left hand side in A and A both, should it be filled or should it be left blank?
The circle it is not filled. This one?
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Okay.
The circle in A and A.
So, Yes. Good question. So do not worry. It is just because I am using a calligraphy pen. My pen is little thicker. Even if you are not able to fill it, that is the reason I put both of them together here. Both are correct. There is nothing wrong. It is not filled here. It is filled here. This is just because the ink here has gone inside. You do not have to worry. When I have drawn here, there is no ink inside. That is correct. So it can be filled or it can be not filled. It is just a round what you have to draw. The way it happens in your pen, make it as a natural round.
So that's it. The related to the letters, there is one question about the assignment submission. So you can submit your assignment. That would be the details would be sent to you later. So regarding the letters, these were the questions. That's it.
Okay, thank you. So assignments, students will get a link. We will give you the drive. You will have to write the assignment, save it as your name.jpg. Only one page. I will repeat again. I have done it. Only one page for each students, and you will have to save that into the drive what we share it with you. Okay, now I will go to next character, which is E and E. So E in Sharada is it is Devanagari. E in Sharada, how we write E is it's like a round here, like a U matra type of thing, and this above little the S type of curve on the top. So this is A in Sharada. If I will draw again, here, this is how we write E in Sharada. E is the Ichha Shakti. It was the Ichha of Lord Shiva. He wanted to manifest himself into the world. So that is the E in Sharada. The point of cautions here for students, alignment is very important. If you see here, this one and this one, it is together. Like some people will draw like this, and it will be much bigger than the lower one, or some people will draw like this. These are both wrong. They have to be same. You see the width of these things is same. So if I have to draw E in with a smaller pen, what I will do, it is like this, and that's it. It has to be very similar. There is no difference. So this is like an U Martha below, and the S curved facing downwards. So this is E in Sharada. I think this will be very easy for students to draw, but do not worry. I will again draw it third time. So make a curve. It is like this. At that point, this is how we write E. Now we will write E. Let me not erase the pen. We will show it in the same figure. Students who know Devanagari, this is E. Just another point, I think there may be students who do not know Devanagari. Do not worry. It is just a mapping I am giving you. But even if you do not know Devanagari, that is not mandatory for you to know, learn Sharada. So how we write E in Sharada is, I just draw a straight line. From the center, I take one line down. I keep it, make a triangle type of thing, and then 2 dots above. So it is very simple. So this is E in Sharada. So once again, I will draw it. This is E. I will draw once again. This is E. Just a point of caution here for students. It is a triangle. It's a sharp curve. You see this? It was sharp. It is sharp here, right? That is important here. And this dot need not to be. When you are writing with pen, it can be just simple dots here. That is perfectly E. If I have to draw it, I'll just like this. this way, and then 2 dots above. This is perfectly E. It is just because I am putting my pen is thicker, it's a calligraphy. That is the reason that when you write with the column or any other calligraphic pen, I will try to send that picture also. There are a few very 100 rupees or 200 rupees available pens which you can, but unfortunately we are into lockdown. I don't know how many people can order, but it's not a constraint. Try to just use a pencil or an ink pen. I think that should be good to write. Okay. Viran, you got any questions on these two?
Yes, there are a few questions. They're saying, what is the importance of not lifting the column while writing? Do we write below the line in a notebook similar to Devanagari, like how we write?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is, I think the importance of not lifting the column is the flow which comes. When you lift the column and you bring it back, you may not be able to touch at the same line where you started. So for beauty, for writing it much beautiful way, I think if you write it in continuation, it looks beautiful. There's no restrictions. There is no restriction. We will also share you some videos also. I think there are very beautiful pictures also. Maybe we will try to send. Let me just show you some things here. You see here, we have pictorially shown how this R should be written. You see here, so we have shown 1 and then graphically come down, then you bring this 3. We have also tried to show this picture like this. We will try to send this diagrams to you also so that you understand. But I do not think it is needed as long as you watch us on the video. I think that's more user friendly there.
Yeah, Rakesh, someone is asking if we use while writing just a normal pen instead of a pen with a 45-degree angle. Is that okay?
Yeah, that is perfectly fine. No problem. Yes, definitely.
And is there any other way of writing akshar
No, whatever. Okay, just another point. I think I should have told you in the beginning of the class. Sharada Lipi has been in Kashmir for almost like 1200 years. And this Lipi there are many variants of which is written. There are many variants of all the alphabets, what we are showing. But what we are teaching you in this class, especially in this webinar, is the Unicode which was accepted and which is accepted by internationally also and other scholars also. When we go for the advanced classes, or maybe in the later time of our own this thing, we will also share you the material where the all different variations of each characters of Sharada we will show you. Those are not much different. It will be easy once you know the basic characters. You will learn it very easily. You will adopt it very quickly. There is no problem at all. Yes, this question is correct. There can be many variants. As I told, it is not possible for one lipi just to keep the same variant for more than 1000 years. There has been many variants, but with the going, like when we go from the webinar which was completed last, we have an advanced classes. We go into Sanskrit reading, we go into all these additional vowels. Reading is not much difficult, but yes, there are. That's a good question.
Yes, so there are a few questions regarding the Shirorekha again. Is there any Shirorekha for E and E? The small E. So,
okay, small
and
E, there is no Shirorekha. Yeah.
And is there any avagraha in Sharda as we have in Devanagari?
Okay. Avagraha means
avagraha, I think means the. We're not sure about avagraha. Is those 2 dots? Yes, we have those.
We have
if you're
those,
talking
yeah.
about that, yes, we have it. We'll learn it further. And should the alphabet sit on the line or hang? It's regarding the Shirorekha again. The question is again regarding the Shirorekha. So it touches the Shirorekha. All the alphabets where we show the Shirorekha touches it. Yes.
Right.
And there are some questions from the point of view of Kashmir Shaivism. What is the significance of and A? So I think that you have already spoken about that.
Yeah, I think everything is evolved from this sound. That is what I will, because Kashmir Shaivism teaching is not the scope of this, but I'm just giving the importance because each characters are the symbolism in Kashmir Shaivism. Like is the Chit Shakti, is the Anand Shakti, I is the Icha Shakti, E is the Tivra Icha Shakti, more predominant Icha Shakti. So yeah.
Yes, that's it. And the sample, yes, we will be handing out the teaching material. We'll be uploading it on the Vyoma website itself. So you can take the teaching material from there, and you can have a sample of the handwritten letters. So yes,
Okay.
there is a question for E. Is it round or triangle at bottom? The E.
It is round. Good point. It is round. Oh, it is triangle here. As I told, it is triangular here. It is triangular here. It is not round here. Do not make it like this. It has to be. This is wrong. It has to be a triangular one. It has to be a sharp curved one. Yes.
Yes, the avagraha. Okay, now the avagraha is the S sign that we write in between the words.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
we
okay.
do have it in Sanskrit, and it is written as it is. Yes, we do have it in Sharda as well. It is similarly written the way we write in Sanskrit or in Devanagari. The S like figure. Yes. Okay, we can. You can move ahead, Rakesh ji. Yes.
Thank you. So next is U and U. So as practice, we will show how we write in Devanagari, and then after that we will show how do we write in Sharda. So this is U. I think it is written same way. There's no straight line, then at a 45 degree angle, and little bit come up. So this is U. But another point in Devanagari, U is also written like this also. But in Sharda, it is not round. You have to see the difference here. U and U are the same, but only one point in Devanagari, sometimes we make this round also. Here, sometimes we even show it in the corner also, a straight line and the corner also. But when you are writing Sharda, it has to be straight line only. It cannot be round. So I will just again show the U. This U. Think it is same. I don't have to spend much time here. Just U. So if I have to show the U now. U is there is no difference. U in Sharda also it is the same. Yes, one point of caution here. In Devanagari, sometimes U we make a very short tail. We make only a short tail. Even this is U in Devanagari, but when we are writing in Sharda, we have to put a longer tail. If you see here, that is the point. Please note down. Do not forget it. In Sharda, the tail has to be longer. It is compulsory. That is point number one to note here. Point number two, it should not come from the center. Many students will do this mistake. This tail should not come from the center. It is coming on this line. So somewhere here, and then make it little longer. almost it should come half of this. So this is U in Sharda. Yes, I will again tell in Devanagari, sometimes the tail can be accepted as smaller also, or even in Devanagari, we sometimes write the round. It is not every time in Devanagari straight. So this is U in Devanagari. But in Sharda, it has to be straight. It has to be straight, and it has to have an angle of around 45 degree. And this has to start not from here, not from here. It has to start from little down here. So this is U in Sharda. I think there won't be any questions. Is there any questions, Miranka?
Yes, there are just few questions. In U, is there a proportion between the upper half and the lower half? Upper and
Little
lower
bit,
half.
little. Okay, yeah, got it. Good question. I think what I can say, yeah, what I can say, the upper portion is slightly smaller than the bigger one, but that is not mandatory. Like it is proportionally slightly, but it is almost equal. If I just take a center line, if I have to take just a center line here, it is little bit more. It is not too much more. It cannot be like this. It has to be almost, it's like 45, 40 and 60, something like that. Not too much. Do not keep that explicit difference between the top one and like here. This is not correct. It is too much on the very less on the portion is very less on top and very large on bottom. That is not correct. Any more questions?
Yes, the tail of U, should it be from the center and or from the lower point?
Yeah, I think we already told that it should not be from the center. It has to be from the lower point only. It has to be here. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
We'll go to
Some
sorry.
Some question about is there a lot? Why is there a lot of difference between E and E? So
That is how the Lipi is.
yeah.
Yes, good point. But I think there are some very good that E, whatever is there. I think there is a reference of this E in Saundra Lahari also. I think Adi Shankaracharya ji also has mentioned about the beauty of that E. I think if you read it, maybe I will. If I find that, maybe I will surely share it in the next class. That's the reason I said it is very scientific. Many things we may not know. I think this is the open research for many scholars to understand Lipi and understand. We know scientifically they have given the importance of us in the E, and there are some other characters also, but it's an open. I think even now we do not know. I think it is an unexplored science for us.
Yeah, just now about the tattvas, what tattva does it represent?
Okay, this is a jnana. Yeah, it is after Icha, it's a jnana, the supreme knowledge of Lord Shiva. U and U are the supreme knowledge where basically he is Lord Shiva has got 5 supreme energies: Chit Shakti, Anand Shakti, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and Kriya Shakti. So these are the 4 energies Lord Shiva has. And from point of Kashmir Shaivism, there is no difference between a Lord Shiva and me as an Manushya or as an human being. The only difference is his energies are unlimited, my energies are limited. I have a limited knowledge, I have limited icha, but he does not have. It is for him, it is everything is unlimited. He has an unlimited bliss, he is into unlimited consciousness, he is into unlimited knowledge, unlimited kriya, he does everything all together. I do not have that capability. So it's a gyan, it's the supreme knowledge.
Okay.
Yes.
Rakeshji, can you also write with the pen, the normal pen, after writing with the calligraphy? Many are asking for that.
Sure. Yes, yes. Good. So I will this is who was just here. Just oo. If I have to write oo, sorry students, sometimes the pen, because of the mouse, how the mouse is going, it keeps on. So this is oo and oo. We will just take two more because now we are almost at the end of the session. It's almost 1.5 hours now. So this is about re and re. So first I will show you how that is written in Devanagari. This is the re. Let me put both of them together. Unfortunately, after I started writing Sharada, my handwriting in Devanagari has gone bad. And then
No, sir, you're writing it beautiful. No problem, sir.
so this is re. So in Sharada, how we write is, I think this will be easy for us to understand it. Just the Shirolekha and come down, and then just a small curve. This is in Sharada. I will just draw it once again. The line Shirolekha from the center. This is R. And R is, just one point I think I will have to highlight here. This is round. This is round. Do not extend it more beyond. Do not make it like this. No. So it is just, if I have to draw that, that's just this. Now if I will go back to here, R, how it is. So here, and then the small portion of the small similar curve on the above, but this extend, it will not extend. Maybe I will come to that point. First let me just draw it once again. This is R in Sharada. Just a point of cautious here, when you are drawing, write it from the left, so that you have, because you are writing something. Here I took at the center. If you see here, I took on the Shirolekha split the left side, because I have to accommodate this additional one also, not so big. I will have to draw that once again. Sorry. So here, just a word of cautious here. Do not draw it like this, and then the small one goes here. Do not extend it. This is not correct. It has to come almost at the same, almost very similar. You should not feel that this upper one or the lower one is even less left or right of that. So this is Rishi and Re in Sharada. Any questions, Vinanika ji?
Yes, someone is asking the second re, that it was removed from the Sanskrit vowels.
Yeah,
yes,
it
it's
is
not
removed.
much.
That is, but it is not much used. But still, I think in grammar, in many shlokas and other, I think we still use it. We will maybe next class we will also show you also. That is also very exceptionally used. The intention is for us not to remove anything, because you should know everything what is there. So that's the reason we are covering it here.
Yes, someone is asking if we can show E and E again.
Okay, sure, no problem. Any questions on this before I show that?
No, nothing on re as such. No.
Okay, maybe that's fine. If any questions, we can take it later on. So E is, I always like this one, then the black color. Just a curve here, and then this is E. And if I have to draw E, any further questions?
Yeah, the inner part of second re, the vertical line has to be slanting or parallel to the first line.
It is parallel. It is almost parallel. We will draw it again. Almost they are like a parallel figures to each other. Oh, what happened here? They are almost like a parallel figure to each other. Not so big. Yeah, they're almost like parallel. Yeah.
Yeah, so there are requests on writing with the pen also.
Yeah. Yes. Sure. Maybe why I can do this one much better. This is re. Re.
Yeah. Since we are
Any
running
further
out of
questions?
time, so we'll just take just two more questions. One is regarding the Kashmir Shaivism point of view, these re and re, and second one
Yeah.
is why do we draw the Shirorekha first and then draw the second curve in re? Why not do it before
you.
the second one? Yeah.
Okay, that is up to you, because if I do not draw the Shirolekha first, that will not become good. I will not be able to know my reference. That is the reason. I will still try to do that. I think if I have the Shirolekha first, it gives me at least the reference where will I start and where to end. I think that is up to the right students to how they feel convenient. These are these which we will take, these four all are called Shanta Bijas. They are basically the voidness in Kashmir Shaivism, where it is a Sankocha. Lord Shiva, before manifestation, he sees himself. He is not sure what will happen if he manifests out. Will he really manifest this world or not? So this is a Sankocha where he comes back into his own state. That state of that voidness is represented by R and R.
Yes, that's it, Rakesh. I think we can close the
Okay,
session for today.
good. Okay, sure. Okay, thanks, students. I think we had almost eight, seven 9. Yeah, we covered 9 alphabets today, starting from Om to A, I, U, R. So please practice them, and any feedbacks, do send us mail. Even if we do not reply, we will try to answer it in our next session. We will spend 15 minutes every session. 15 minutes we will spend on question answer and also on the corrections, the common mistakes which students have done. Please spend time in writing these assignments in a copy. Keep a copy and then write it in terms of the rows and columns so that it is easy. When I say rows and columns, I mean to say like the something like that. Then here it is please do in that fashion. I think that will be good for you. Keep practicing it, and yes, and stay safe.
I'll just answer two more questions. One is about the pronunciation of re and re. Yes, they are pronounced same as they are pronounced in Sanskrit, re and re. And another question is about what is today's assignment. So I think Rakesh ji has already
Today's
mentioned
assignment
it.
is all alphabets what we learned. Just write those things in a notebook. Almost seven or eight times each alphabet. Maybe in rows you can put one, other row, another. How exactly we had done in our nursery or kindergartens, A, B, C, D, or whatever. Write in the same fashion, but the single one-page assignments from only all students, because last time also we have seen that many students had sent many 5 and 6 pages. Do not do that. Whenever your page is final, only that page you send it to us, and that page has to be named with your name. And when we do correction, we will add with the same name. Maybe we will put an extension of checked so that you know that your assignment is checked. Even if some person's assignment is not checked, do not worry. It does not mean that we have ignored you. It is just that excuse us for our bandwidth. We may not have time because we also have office. We are also working people here. We will try to see as much as we do, but we will capture all the common mistakes and show it in our next assignment. Any questions? Any doubts? Yes.
Yeah, Rakesh ji.
Yeah, please go ahead, Usha. Usha ji, please.
Yeah, there is a request repeatedly for one thing. It is from my side also. That's why I'm speaking in between. Sorry. So the request to write and show the letters on paper, like they are. This is digital version, right? We are showing on the screen. So they want it handwritten version. So can you please write these letters on paper and show in the next class how they.
We will send it in the email. Right.
Wow, sure, sir. Thank you so much. I hope the participants will be very happy, those who have raised this question. Thank you so much.
The link about the assignments that would be shared with you all. You can upload your assignments there. There are a lot of questions. How do we send the assignments?
Yeah, I think by students this YouTube video will get uploaded by evening. By evening, you will also receive some material from us for practice. Like example, you requested for the page, right, written in pen or something. You will get that also. Any additional information, whatever we have, we will send it to you. But predominantly, if you just watch these videos, I think that should be good enough for you to practice.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Usha ji. Maybe we can close the session.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Veronica ji, for taking up the question session. And thank you to all the participants. Nidhi ji, thank you so much. You're going to have wonderful sessions. So please come back next Saturday at 10:30 a.m. sharp. Hope to see you all back. And please practice and come. You have 1 week time. Please come back to the course page for the video recordings, and they will be uploaded as soon as the volunteers. It is done by the help of volunteers, so they will try to do it very soon. So please come back in 2 or 3 days to the course page, and you can find the video and see and practice. So repeated writing and all can happen. It is not that impossible, but to save time, we would request you all to come back to the videos recordings. Okay, please refer to the video recordings. So that is one request from us. Thank you so much. All questions are interesting and session was very interesting. Thank you so much, Rakesh ji and Veronica ji, Nidhi ji. Thank you so much from you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.